Hey, welcome back to Unpacking Live on tape.
Wow.
We're back after the hiatus. Hey, oh, how do you even say that word? The break.
After the break,
And we're
it is it
excited to
is
be
another
here. Yeah. So, how are you today, Joe?
I am good. I am a little tired after after a
Vacation will
road
do that
trip,
to you.
not just vacation, a wedding road trip through the Midwest to St. Paul, Minnesota,
How,
and back again.
how many states did you visit?
Oh
Did
my
you count?
gosh. Yeah, ready? So, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Minnesota, Michigan, and then back to New Jersey.
Okay.
A
Yeah.
lot.
Quite a distance for sure. But I hope you enjoyed. And I
Yeah,
hope
it
you
was
didn't encounter
anything
I hope you
scary.
didn't encounter any horrible, yes, anything too
Um,
scary in your
I
trip.
have some ideas in my mind for other stories that may wind up on hunkytops.com one day
That's
or
a
in the
good.
book.
I know you have a thing for the South, but are you teasing some Midwest stories now? Maybe.
I think this is a little bit of a tease. Yeah, and we may
Oh,
wind up talking
great.
about road trips on a future episode of Unpacking Live. So yeah, we'll
I
see.
think we should because we both have road trip stories to share.
Oh
But today
boy,
we're here to talk about something else
totally
completely.
different.
What are we talking about today, Joe?
We're talking about one of my favorite topics, my friend. Ooh, baby, horror hunks.
So, I'm not a super fan of horror, but I am a fan of hunks. So I'm all for it. Let's unpack this horror hunks subject for today. Why horror hunks?
Well, horror is such an important part of queer culture, in my opinion. We've spoken about this in the past. I've been on other podcasts talking about this. Gays just love horror, and we're here because of hunks, right? And the brand's Hunky Top. So it kind of all goes together. So, because these men are just so perfectly
Totally,
beautiful.
yes.
That's why.
I feel like the male representation in horror tends to be a little different when you think of like action movies or any other more like male oriented
Right.
genre. I feel like the male characters tend to be represented under what is known the male gaze, right? So they're very action hero-y,
Yeah.
which there's nothing wrong with it. I enjoy those as well. But I do think in horror we get a little bit of a more nuanced
You do.
representation, right? There's the protector, but there's also victims. There's also like sexy, evil people, or just I don't know. We talked about the trope about having sex and dying, right? And that's a thing that happens in a lot of
Yeah.
these slasher movies, and those men are there mostly for eye candy, which is not what usually happens in other movies. So again, I'm not a super fan of horror, but I do enjoy the occasional movie, and I love seeing that.
I
To
think
be
it's
honest,
taboo as well to enjoy the male form in horror movies. I mean, maybe that's just me kind of still dealing with my internalized homophobia because we were taught, probably at least I was, as a young kid and even young man, to that looking at other men was wrong. So there's something taboo and mysterious, at least for me, still at 42, to look at a beautiful male lead or male whoever male in a horror movie. So at least that's I don't know. I just want to throw that out there to our audience and to you.
I do relate to that as well. Yeah, I mean, internalized homophobia is a thing that is very
Mm-hmm.
prevalent, I would say, in especially in our generation, because we grew up on a society that was very
Yes.
different. So yes, we have to deal with this, and it's not like, I mean, it is a bad thing, but we're all dealing with it in our own way, and I do find myself checking it out from time to time, thinking, yeah, realizing that some of the things that I think or I feel are probably a product
Right.
of my own
Right.
internalized homophobia.
Exactly.
And yeah, we'll
So,
try to deal with it and get
but we're
better. That's all
unpacking
we
it
can do.
live.
So, but that's why we're
Why
here.
we're
We're
here.
unpacking it live on tape. So I guess we didn't say it right off the top, but this is on tape. We are recording this episode just because we're trying different formats, but that doesn't mean that people cannot comment and discuss with us. All of these topics are
Right.
for the community to talk about. So we invite you all, people listening, to leave comments. We'll respond to every single one of them. So even though we're not technically live, we're still doing it live. Joe, you and I are currently
Here we
talking
are.
live, so this is good. We're not AI, so
Not
it's
yet,
all
anyway.
it's all real. True. Yeah. Who knows? So I know, Joe, that you had
I
a
have a list in
list,
front of me
and
right
I
now.
forgot. I gotta be honest, I forgot to bring it up.
I got it.
You have
I
the
have
list
these
in front of
beautiful
you.
things right in front of
Okay,
me.
so I know you have your picks of horror hunks that you wanted
And
to
we have to
unpack
truncate a little
today.
bit, right, for time, but that doesn't mean we won't come back if you want more. So let us know.
And you can always let us
Oh
know
yeah,
which one are your picks
we
too.
encourage
So
it.
we want to hear them. We want to hear them. Yes. So which one is
So
your
my
first
first
pick,
one,
Joe?
he's not necessarily gay. Well, he's not gay in real life. This is Skeet Ulrich playing Billy Loomis in the original Scream. He has come back a few times, whether in fanfic or in the Scream universe. But the character that he played, in my opinion, and a lot of queer men agree, that he played a gay character in Scream. So he's actually I think my number one my Scream Queen, Scream King pick tonight. How about that?
So Skik Ulrich is incredibly handsome man. I totally agree that he fills the hunk category completely. So no comments from me there. Regarding, so explain it to me. His character is not canonically gay in the movies, because I thought it was.
Right. Well, I mean, it's it's
I think, are
abundantly
you still there?
ambiguous in the movie when he pairs up with his buddy and they have this whole plan and it's revealed. I mean, this is no spoilers here, obviously, that they're the killers. There are two killers in Scream, the original one. And there have been, of course, different iterations of
Right.
that over the
Right.
years. And Scream 7's coming out, I think, next year, which I'm really excited for. Finally, I will always forever be a Scream fan. But just the way that they interact when they're stabbing each other and they have their witty banter back and forth, like clearly there was something else going on psychologically.
Something is
Yeah.
happening. Yes. So, not to put you on the spot because I don't have it in front of me, but do you remember when this movie came out?
Was it 97?
What year? I'll look it up.
Was
Was
96? 96.
96. Okay, yeah, so it was my college. I remember that I was in the closet / in denial.
Mhm.
So, but I do remember feeling things about this, and that's what I thought they were gay, because the word, again, I've only seen it once a long time ago,
Mhm.
but I do remember something about the two main characters. Was this movie rebooted or not?
Was it one?
Do we have a new version of Scream, or has always been sequels from
There
the
have always,
original one?
well, the last one that came out, or the last two, were requels. That's the new terminology for movies that are being rebooted that are not necessarily reboots. They're called requels, which I'm still trying to wrap my head around as a writer and creative. So
Right. Does it make it more complicated to follow? Yeah, I don't
just,
understand either. Positives to, I don't know. I come from the world of comic books, and I do feel like there's
yeah,
positives and negatives on keeping the count high. Like saying Scream 7 sounds a lot better than saying Scream 3 again, right?
right,
So it's like we already have
exactly.
one of those. But at the same time, it puts a little harder barrier for entry. Like people are less likely to watch a Scream 7 if they haven't seen the
Right.
previous ones. So yeah, it's kind of like a hard thing to balance. Looking forward to it. Skip Ulrich, though, he was in a post, I don't remember the name of the series. Maybe he was in a post-apocalyptic, short-lived
Oh,
TV series that was really good, about a nuclear war. Do
I
you
did
ever
not.
watch that? It's like
Me.
small town, small town in America. They see the nuclear mushrooms in the distance, so they know there was like some sort of, they lose contact and they don't know what's going on. Like, are we at war?
Oh,
What's going on? And yeah, it's all what happens when you are like isolated and you don't know what's going on in the rest of the world. Is a really, and his main character in that show. Do highly
Mhm.
recommend it. I wish I knew the name. I'll put the name in the description because it's also very good. And that's where I know Skid Ulrich mostly from. Yeah. So and we should say he was total hunk back then in the 90s, total hunk
Oh, he's
today
aging like a fine
in
wine.
the
He
2020s.
is.
Yes, no questions
And I
there.
do want to recommend
Looking very
one
good.
thing as well, Mr. Hunky Tops, is that if you
Mhm.
guys listen to an older episode of Talk Scary to Me with Danielle Harris and her co-host, there's an episode that Skeet is actually on talking about Scream and his legacy. So I highly recommend.
Definitely take a look at that. I just Google it. The name of the TV show is Jericho, so I
Oh,
do
I have
recommend
heard of it.
Jericho. Highly recommend. And I did read that he was in The
It's one
Craft.
of
I
my
don't
favorites.
remember that.
Mhm.
I mean, I just remember Rosa Falk in that movie. Oh my gosh, she was gorgeous. I mean, I almost turned straight,
I
but
know.
I didn't.
Yeah,
Um,
like so almost turned like you're so gay for her. I don't know. That's
I feel like, yeah, I feel like that movie maybe
even gayer.
almost turned me into a lesbian. That's more like it, right? It's like not straight, but more like a
Oh,
lesbian.
well, that's kind of hot.
Oh my god,
That's kind of.
we should talk about The Craft one of
Oh, we
these
should do the
days.
craft next time. Next.
Yes, original, and I haven't watched the reboot. Maybe I'll watch
Uh
the reboot and
I.
we
Mm-hmm.
can
Mm-hmm.
compare the two.
So
Okay.
moving on, top
Top
horror hunk,
horror hunt.
Kevin Bacon, Jack Burrell, and
What?
Friday the 13th. What? What?
What? So yeah, Kevin Bacon. I don't think of Kevin Bacon as a horror person because yeah, when this was all also right. This is like kind of like
1980.
early Kevin
Right.
Bacon
On the
career.
cusp of the
Yeah,
80s. Mm-hmm.
yeah. You forget that a lot of these big stars started in like these little known
They did.
franchises back then before they became big franchises. So this was what's
Is
the
Friday
movie?
the 13th. I mean, he unfortunately
Friday the
passes
13th.
away, but he had some relations with a, a fellow counselor, and it's a dark and stormy night, and one thing leads to another, and the lady leaves the room, and the killer kills him in bed.
That's what happens in
You don't
slashers. You have
say.
sex, you
You
die,
don't
right? That's one of the
say.
rules. Yes,
But a very
yes.
interesting kill. And earlier on in the movie, you see Kevin Bacon in a speedo, and you see some man parts, and it's absolutely amazing. So that's why I rated him a
I
horror hunk. Yeah,
And I know that there's another reason. There's a call out or callback to this that I think. Okay, let's
okay,
unpack this a
let's
little
do it.
bit. Short shorts in these 80s slasher movies are the main reason why I watch them. Short shorts like the tight tank tops, high like knee high socks. Oof, that's a whole look, and I'm here for it. People bring it back for Halloween, and I'm here for it. So we should bring it back year round, I think. But yeah, I know that you have another horror hunk in mind
I
based on
do. His
this.
name is Christopher Rice, Anne Rice's son. And if you Google Friday the 13th, Christopher Rice, and Google image it, he was actually Kevin Bacon's character for Halloween one year in the tight tank top and the short shorts and the high socks. And but he was like the bloody version of Kevin Bacon's character.
Hmm.
Delicious.
So yeah, that's a twofer, right?
Mm,
We have Kevin Bacon in a classic 80s sexy outfit, plus Christopher Rice doing his part to reintroduce us to these classic views. Do you even know? Do you remember at all what the year was this? I
it
gotta be
was
honest, I
it was a
know I'm
long
not even
time ago,
familiar.
but Christopher Rice as well is aging like a fine wine, and he's certainly
That's what I wanted to look. Yeah, I haven't seen him. And what has he been doing lately?
he's
Oh
working
yeah, I
on
see.
a whole new set of books. Yeah,
Good for him. Yeah, yeah, I see. He keeps himself
there are a
in
few
very good shape.
images of Christopher Rice that I'm calling out as an honorary horror hunk for this episode. So just
I
Google
don't think he would
Christopher
disagree.
Rice, and there's a baseball. Anyway, that's a different topic.
So number two in our list is Kevin Bacon with an honorary mention to
Oh,
Christopher Rice.
baby, yes. Hands across the board. Who's
Who's
next?
next in our list?
You know what? This is like a straight boys horror hunk conversation because like none of these guys are actually homosexuals, which is fine. But we can
It's
still
fine. It's
ogle,
fine.
over them. So my next
Yeah.
pick is Dylan Fergus, who I actually know personally was on my podcast last year. He played the character of Eddie,
Nice.
and it was a beautiful, beautiful movie from 2004. And I highly recommend checking it out too. So,
What movie is this? I don't think I heard the name of the movie.
Hellbent, 2004,
Hellbent.
early aughts. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch the movie. I did watch the trailer. It looks
And what did you
very
think?
interesting. It looks like something I should watch for sure. Yes, but I didn't watch it.
It's not
I have to rent
available,
it, and I I didn't feel like paying the money to rent it, so it's not on like any of my services.
no, it's very hard to find, even streaming. If you find the version, just so you guys know, on YouTube, they remove all the music for licensing purposes. So it's not the same. So I recommend going on, I know Amazon's not the best, but where you can find it
You know what?
is on Amazon for like $9. So
You know what I'm gonna do is I have a bunch of like thrift stores in
oh,
the area, and there's one that has a lot of
okay.
DVDs, and they have a lot of horror DVDs. I wouldn't be surprised if I can find it there. I'll take a look, and they're like only a couple of bucks. I don't have a DVD player, but I'm sure I
Oh,
can
they're
pick one
like,
up at the same
they're
place
like
for like
dirt cheap
$5.
now. Come on.
So yeah,
Highly recommend.
I'll definitely give it a try. But let's talk about this gentleman. What does he do in the
So
movie?
he works at a police station, and he's not quite a police officer because, without giving too much away, his eyesight has been hindered for certain reasons. And I actually met Dylan Fergus on a podcast last year. Sweet as punch. And you know what was the best part of this? He's so queer friendly. He is aging also like a fine wine. He's delicious. He's a dad, and he's nice, and he's sweet. And he brought out at the end of the podcast, he brought out the original script that he had worked on when he was filming this movie with his staff, with his team. So just seeing that, and it had the original name of the movie on it, and everything was signed, and he brought it out, he blew the dust off and shared that with me. It was a really special horror moment for me as a creative, but also I was fangirling the entire time. It was a bit embarrassing.
But hey, it's one of those nice meet your hero stories.
Of course, and none of the gentlemen actually were gay in the movie. The characters were, but the actors were not. So it was a nice it is a nice LGBT slasher film. So check it out.
Definitely Hellbent. So that's our number 3 pick of our horror hunks
total
list.
straighty. But we have more in store for you guys. So how about number 4? Who's next?
Let's go.
Tom McBride. Tom McBride, the actor from Friday the 13th, again, part 2, 1981, a year later after the Kevin Bacon original
demise
dies.
Yes.
Tom McBride played Mark. He was in a wheelchair, not in real life, but he played a straight character. He was one of us. He was gay, and also later on became an adult film star. Just so you guys know. Tom McBride, beautiful, beautiful man. Unfortunately, passed away of AIDS in the 80s, I believe. So,
yeah, as so many of them
really
did
sad
during the epidemic. Whole generation lost there. But yeah, what happens to his character in the movie?
What do you think happens to his character?
I'm pretty sure
he's a goner, but he'll live on in our hearts and our heads. And
spoiler alert. And my question is, this being the 1980s, what was he wearing? This is creepy, but anyway, is it short shorts?
No,
even if he's in a wheelchair?
he's fully clothed. Yeah, he's wearing like a jersey and jeans, and I mean, it's hard cheese. It's 80s cheese at its finest, but that's what makes it fun. And in my opinion, they have to bring more of that back in cinema.
It's so hard. Why the new movies? Yeah, I don't understand why we can't. Yeah, when they try, they don't really succeed.
Well, they're
It's
starting
just
to.
I don't know what.
They're starting to with the practical effects. Hmm.
Correct. Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it, but also I don't know. They were more carefree. I feel like everything today feels so intense and so I don't know
So
serious.
calculated as well. I think it's so
And yeah, and kind of cold
sterile.
and
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah.
sterile. That's the word. Thank you. I agree. We need more of this scrappy, fun, kind of silly, and also yeah, they're silly, I feel like they go to the other extreme, and we have I don't know what are the name of this like comedy horror movies. I never really liked those as
Oh,
much.
this other
I'm
one. Oh my
thinking,
gosh, we just saw one that was actually pretty good. What the hell was it called?
you know what thinking
Death of a
about.
Unicorn. Like that.
Oh, I haven't. I didn't watch that one. Is that okay?
It's
So I
actually
saw the
pretty good.
trailer.
It's somewhat believable, and it's a fun watch. So
Okay, I'll give it a try. Is
Paul
that Paul
Rudd
Rudd?
is the dad. I mean,
Yeah,
he's definitely daddy,
yeah.
but I wouldn't classify him as a horror hunk, to be honest. Not yet, anyway. No.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe give him a couple of years. Yeah, maybe we'll do superhero hunks, and
Oh,
then maybe we'll talk
maybe we
about
can
him.
dive
I
into
don't know
that in one
yet.
of the episodes.
Yeah, that was number.
Number
I
four.
lost count. Is that
How
number
about we
four?
end with one more number five? How's that sound?
Correct. Yes, let's do it.
Stephen
Who's number
Jeffries
five?
from drumroll please. Fright Night.
See, that's what we're talking about. Fright Night is a great, fun
They're remaking
movie
it
that doesn't
again.
take
They're
itself
remaking it
too
again.
again,
Like
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 third time.
yeah, a third time.
That's crazy. Okay. Which
So
one is
he
the character
played
here?
Crazy Ed in Fright Night. He turns into a
Hmm.
vampire, werewolf creature, which I
Creature of the
found
Night. Yes.
very intriguing for some reason.
There's the whole transformation thing. That, the character is very interesting. You're supposed to hate him, because he's like the
He's
evil
the evil,
person.
goofy friend that just gave up and wanted to,
But yeah, he wanted it, and he wanted it bad. And yeah, there's this scene where he gets
yeah.
bit, I guess,
And he
which
turns.
is I was yeah, well, and then he turns right. I was into it when that happened back in the day. We talked about this in a previous episode. Vampire Daddy is another
Oh
hunk there
my god.
with his boyfriend slash husband slash roommate
Little
that he lived with.
queer face.
So the whole movie is extremely gay. So highly recommended. Yeah, evil
Yeah,
lady or
yeah, yeah.
crazy lady.
Is just
Also one of
one of
us,
he is one of
or is
us,
he one of
and
us?
he also, I believe, he's still alive, and he did get into adult entertainment as
I
well.
think so.
Yeah,
Yep. Yeah, you can find his work online, I believe, if you are so inclined.
I will neither
Um,
confirm nor deny that for the sake of our recording. Well, you know what, Mr. Hunky Tops, I think that is a wrap for this first episode. Those were our 5 horror hunk picks, and I want to bring it back to you, sir.
yeah, so thank you. That was exciting. That was a really good conversation. And I just want to invite everybody who's listening to tell us who are your picks. Who do you pick? Who are your favorite horror hunks? Let us know in the comments. We'll
Who
read
did we
all the
miss?
comments.
Yeah.
Yes, who do we? I'm sure we missed a bunch. So let us know. Are they gay? Are they straight? We want to know it all. Where did they start? Everything, right? And why are they your favorites? We want to hear it
Mhm.
all. So leave us comments, send us messages. Joe, where can people find you online if they want
You
to
know
send you a
what?
message?
They can. That's a great question. They can find me on Instagram at Joseph A. Federico, hashtag the Marketing Maven, or PRIDEN promotion cast, and just Google the Marketing Maven, and I'll pop up. Or you want to talk horror hunks, you want to talk hunky tops, want to talk marketing, 973-289-3517. I'll respond because it's me, your Marketing Maven.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you, Joe. And if people want to contact me, you can just go to hunkytops.com, scroll down to the contact page, send me a message through there. There's my email in there, all my contact info, phone number, and all of our links to all of our socials. If you talk to Hunky Tops anywhere on social, Instagram, Blue Sky, not TikTok because I don't really do a lot of TikTok, but anywhere else, YouTube, it's me answering. So yeah, make sure that you send messages. I'll be happy to talk to you. And with that, it's a wrap. It's another episode
Another
of
episode.
Unpacking Live. It's been great fun, and we'll see you all in the next one. Have
Peace
a
out,
good
guys.
one.
Talk soon.
Bye.